Today, me and Tuck are going to take you along with us for an unbelievable backyard garden harvest. You have no clue how many tomatoes we have to grab today. Let's go! The best way to start a harvest video is to grab some massive tomatoes. This one is the Coralina. Look at the shape of this thing. Beautiful. So many are ripe. We'll grab this one down here, this one here, this one in the back. First time I'm growing this, but really happy with this tomato. Swing to your left over here, we have a smaller variety. This is the Edox. Look how pretty it is with the Cosmo right in the front here. Some of the Mexican sour gherkins are trying to trellis up it and pull it down, but we'll just cut those off because I have them growing along this fence. We'll cut this out, this whole set. Look at that. Beautiful, a great tasting tomato too, and these ones were ripe early this year. We'll move over to the right. Here we have another large tomato. This is the Defiant PHR. This one has really good disease resistance and it's ready pretty early. Grab some more of those. Look at that, really nice tomato. Good size on this one. And then you notice right behind it, we've got a cucumber. Tuck is trying to find it. Look, he's like getting himself tied up in the tomatoes. Tuck, what's that, buddy? This is probably the Socrates right here. We'll grab this one. My favorite tasting cucumber. These ones are so incredibly delicious. I could eat so many of them. Tuck, what do you think, boy? Is this something you'd probably want? This guy loves his cucumbers. We'll snap him off a piece, let him snack on it a little bit. And then let's move over and grab some more tomatoes. If you move up to the right a little bit, this is the Raspberry Liana right here. Grab a couple of these. Doing relatively well. The first year I've grown this one. Pretty nice pink blush on these ones. And then hidden back behind that, we've got a few more cucumbers. Here's the Silver Slicer, hidden in the back there. We'll grab one of those, a white cucumber, really cool looking one. And then look down right here. This is the Phil's one, it's called, this tomato. It's the first year I've ever grown it. It's just grew in so many different directions, I couldn't really grow it upright. It's got these super odd shaped tomatoes. Look at this thing. It's like nothing that I've ever seen before. Look at that. So they're interesting looking, but it's not one that I'd ever grow again. It has some issues on some of the tomatoes, but pretty cool. I wouldn't grow it again, but it was fun to do it at least once. It looks like it gets some disease issues too. But let's go over and grab some more monster beefsteak tomatoes. Here is the Marigold tomato. Nice striping and nice ribbing on this one. Really cool looking. I'll grab another one right here. And then this variety is ready much earlier than the Mushroom Basket, which is to the right of me. I love this variety. The Mushroom Basket is one that I've grown for years. Check out this basket. It's essentially all filled. Let's grab another basket, which we have right here, or bowl, and then start moving this way. Come over here. Look at all the tomatoes on the tomato trellis. We're gonna grab a bunch of those, but before we do that, let's grab another beefsteak right here. This one is the Gin Fizz. Another one with pretty good ribbing and nice striping, similar to the Marigold. Really nice though, and look at this one over here. Another one that's ready. There are just so many tomatoes that need to be picked like right now. Look at that color. And then look at some of the sets over here. Check out this set in the corner. The Amai. I'm just gonna grab a few of them. Look at this. Ones that are really ripe. Look how beautiful that is. Nothing like coming here outside, grabbing them fresh right off the vine. This is the Red Torch. Oops. Almost grabbed that one on accident. Look at these ones. There's a few ripe on this. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Whoa, look at the beauty on that tomato. So cool. And then to the right of us here, this is the Purple Bumblebee. A really cool heirloom variety. Some nice striping on these ones. Look at this. Isn't that just gorgeous? And then the Pink Bumblebee is right next to that. Look at this one. Incredible production this year, even through the heat. And then right here is the Juliet. Sort of like the Amai, but larger. This one's a really good disease resistant one, consistent producer, does well late in the season. We'll just grab a bunch of these. A little large, but still good. Move to the right, we have the White Currant tomato. This tomato gets some disease issues, but the tomatoes look pretty cool. They're nice and compact, they're sweet. Overall a pretty good plant, but some splitting and stuff too. So this isn't going to be a cherry tomato I'd grow again. Then next to us is another one, is a tomato right here. It's the first time I've grown this one. This is the Jasper, and it really produced early. It has beautiful colored tomatoes, really nice, smaller than the Super Sweet 100. I would definitely grow this one again. Look how deep of a red that is. And then next to us right here, we have the Marbon, I believe it's called. Larger tomato, good color to it, really nice overall. We'll have to see how that one tastes. And then right next to us here, this is the Marvori. This one's a white tomato, so it's essentially ready just like this. We'll grab one of these. Pretty cool color, especially when you look in contrast to something like this deep red one. Unique kind of tomato. Swing around the other side. There's so many more tomatoes. We're growing 10 tomatoes in 10 square feet on either side of this. So we're growing 20 different varieties of tomato in 20 square feet. And look at the production on this one. This is the Mountain Merit. The first time I've ever grown this one. I think it's similar to the Mountain Magic because of how well the production is and also the name, but it's got this pink blush tomatoes. Look how beautiful those are. And then back here we've got a orange variety of tomato that's doing really, really well. Look how many tomatoes are on this one. A little bit of splitting, but overall, really, really healthy plant. Look at that. Look how deep orange those are too. Perfectly ripe. And then right here is the Mountain Magic, one of my favorite all-time varieties. Super productive, super disease resistant, non-stop tomatoes. And then to the left of that, we have the Sun Gold Cherry, my favorite tasting tomato of all time. Especially when it does split sometimes, but when they start to get ripe like this, the flavor is incomparable in my opinion. Then probably my favorite all-time tomato, the Super Sweet 100. Look at this thing, look at the sets, look how gorgeous it is. And the tomatoes get a nice deep red color too. Still a fantastic flavor. Check it out, another bowl full of tomatoes. And then you won't believe it unless you see it, but we've got apples that are ripe and ready to be eaten. This is the Williams Pride apple. It's ready at this time of the year. Look at the size of some of these apples. Really nice. I'm gonna grab one and pick one because some of them are starting to fall to the ground because they're ready. This one looks like it's pretty good over here. We just twist this till it falls off. And then we're gonna take our shirt, rub it off a little bit to shine this baby up. And look at that. We'll take a bite of it. The first apple of the year in July. Pretty incredible. Look at that, not green, ripe, delicious, sweet. Nothing like grabbing fresh apples right off the tree. When you do it organically, it's such an absolute treat. Let me lay this to the side right now. Swing this way because apples aren't my favorite tasting thing in the garden. Let me show you what it is. Come over here. This is probably my favorite tasting fruit in the whole entire garden. These are blueberries. There's nothing like blueberries, especially where I live in Jersey. Just south of us is like the blueberry capital of the country, I think. And it's we can get some great blueberries growing here. Check out these. There's nothing like grabbing fresh blueberries. I'm gonna come out and harvest a bunch of these, as well as the pink lemonades in the back. So dang good, so dang sweet. This is one of those treats we wait all year for. And then swing over here to the right. We're gonna grab some more stuff. You wouldn't believe it, again, unless I show you, but we have some cabbages that still need to be picked. First, I gotta get rid of these blueberries really quick. Let me just take this and just dispose of them. Check out the Deadon Savoy cabbage. Massive, beautiful. Let me take this one out. It's gonna be hard to cut this baby out. A lot of weight to it. Gorgeous cabbage. That's some real food right from the backyard in July. Right next to me here, we have the white eggplant. It's got some eggplants in the back. Some nice ones here, decent one here. That one's a little fat, but still cool eggplant. And then if you go around on that side, I'll meet you over here. Back here, we have a white scallop squash. So we're growing some of those white veggies. Not a typical color you see in nature. This isn't the prettiest white scallop squash that I've grown, but the plant is going to keep kicking out more and more food. Really cool stuff. Tuck over here is hanging out underneath the cucumbers. Let's see if we can grab him a carrot while he's chilling. I believe these are the yellow carrots in here. See if we can get a nice one for him. This one looks like it's probably a winner. Look at the shape. Really nice. Tucky, what do you think, boyo? This guy needs his snack for working hard. This is his fresh pay. We'll let him work on that while we go grab some more stuff. Go ahead, boy, have a blast with that one. Make sure to spam some hearts down low for the young king. Come over here. More cucumbers along the fence line. Look at this size of this one. Perfect cucumber. And then to the right next to us here, this is the apple cucumber, I believe it's called. These ones have a really nice taste to them too. And then right next to that, you've got a suyo long. Look at how perfect that suyo long is. 3 completely different and unique cucumbers growing along one fence line. This is what happens when you grow food at home yourself. And then right next to us here, we've got the dragon tongue beans. I want to show you this plant because I got a massive harvest from this plant earlier. I stayed on top of picking, and look, more and more beans. I ruined that one, but that's okay because Tuck will probably eat it. Tucky. Tuck, finish this off for me, boy. Yeah. That one we can't bring inside, so let him snack on that one. Come back over here too. Look at the cucumbers. Look how perfect these ones right here are. I can't even close the garden gate right now because it's covered with perfect cucumbers. Look at this. Oh man. Really nice ones. So many cucumbers. I can never have too many though. I love just snacking on them every day, every morning, every evening. They're amazing. And check out the grapes over here. These ones are ripening up. I bet some of these already taste pretty good. This early in the year, pretty nice to be grabbing some grapes. I know it's not perfectly ripe, but let's get a taste because I can't wait any longer. Still has some sourness to it, but a good level of sweetness. Looks like it's going to be a fantastic grape harvest this year. So many of the other locations are just loaded with grapes too. Let's swing into the garden though, this way. Come here. Check out the echinaceas. I've shown them before, but I love them, and the bees love them even more. Look at the bees. They're always on here. They're always working hard. This guy doesn't even care about me. He's so busy doing what he does best. Check out the Honeycrisp apples too right here. This is gonna be a really good year for the Honeycrisps. This is my favorite apple. The flavor of it is unbelievable. I know you may have had good ones from the store, but when you grow yourself, it's incomparable. Over here, the Liberty apple, the most disease-resistant apple tree on the planet. I may have left too many apples this year because it's just loaded, but that's okay. Check out the sunflower up there too. That thing's gotta be like, I bet if it was standing completely upright, it'd be like 13 feet tall. Huge, and so many heads on it. I hope the wind doesn't take it down because I love having those in the garden. I have more sunflowers I gotta show you back here too. Come this way though. We still have some cabbages that need to be picked, like this Ruby Perfection, super dense. Really need to grab this one. I'm going to be going through and grabbing like all of my spring stuff because it's time to already start preparing for the fall garden. I got to start getting this stuff in so I can get harvests so late into the season. Come over here though. Another sunflower about to open up. There's one on that side. This one's just about to open up. A lot of these sunflowers I don't even plant. I just let the squirrels and the birds do the work. I see them coming up. I allow them to grow, and then we have some beautiful sunflowers. More tomatoes back here, ready. What variety is this? This is the Rosella. So has a little bit of darkness, a dark tinge to the red. Nice looking tomato. Come over here. This is the Sakura tomato. This one is the earliest ripening tomato that I have. It's ready super early in the season. Good disease resistance, great healthy plant overall. A really nice one if you have an issue with some of your tomatoes ripening. Next to us we have another apple tree. Absolutely loaded with apples, especially for how small it is. Another Liberty apple. I can never have too many apples. And then right here, this is the first year I've grown this tomato, but I absolutely love it. This is the Clementine tomato. It has like golf ball sized tomatoes. It reminds me of the Mountain Magic, but it's got a nice orange color to it. I'm definitely going to be growing this one next year. A new winner that I found just this year. More echinaceas here because I just love them so much. And then work your way this way. We've got the indigo cherry tomato. This one always has a few little issues to it, but then when you do get the fruit, it has a really striking color to it. Look at that. Starts with the black at the top and works its way down to like a yellowish to an orange to a final red. really nice. And then over here is another interesting tomato as we pass another Honeycrisp apple tree. You don't need big trees to get some nice apples. I like the smaller trees, they're much easier to manage. This is the Brad's Atomic Grape. Come to the ones over here. These ones are more ripe, and it's not the best tasting tomato in my opinion, but look at how many different colors are in that one tomato. It almost reminds me of like a galaxy or something. It's really cool. And then work your way up to the sunflower in the back. That one must be a descendant of the evening sun sunflower. It's like a darker one, but it looks beautiful as it's kind of watching over the garden, making sure everything's doing well. And just get a pan of the garden. The food forest is producing so much food this year. It's a blast to be out here. I've got more tomatoes than I know what to do with. People always ask me, what do you do with all those tomatoes? Well, what I do is I eat as many as I can, then I give them away to friends and family. Me and Tuck love growing more than even eating this stuff. We just find such joy in planting out a garden, watching it grow, coming out here in our own little oasis, and just enjoying every aspect of growing our own food. And I'll tell you what, some of these tomatoes get so heavy that, like, you won't believe. Check this one out over here. This thing got so loaded with tomatoes that it snapped the bamboo stake. The bamboo stake was like a year or two old, but whatever, it just snapped the whole entire stake. It's okay though, the tomato doesn't have any damage. These are vines, they can adjust to this. I'm gonna have to restake it up somehow. Overall though, that's what happens when you grow your own food and you grow it prolifically. Not even a bamboo stake can stand up to it. That's today's video, growers. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope you got something out of it. Me and Tuck had a blast out here. He's been out here working hard, never quits. He's like decided, what should I do? Should I go find some more cucumbers? Should I hang out? Will he give me another one? This guy's licking his chops because I'm talking about cucumbers. Me and Tuck wanted to send a thank you to one of our new channel members, JOQ66. Thanks for being a part of Team Grow. Thanks for having your hand in everything we're doing out here. It's perfect time to start preparing for your fall garden. You still have time to do that, and you still have time to ensure yourself big harvests moving later into the year. And just take a view of the tomatoes down that line. There's still so many tomatoes to grab, so many are going to be ripening, and it's such a blast when you have too much food and you don't even know what to do with it. It's a lot of fun giving it away to people. The only bad thing about giving people some fresh food from the garden, whether it's blueberries or tomatoes or something, is you can kind of ruin that kind of food for them. So I'll give someone blueberries, they'll taste them, they'll say, oh man, the stuff from the store tastes nothing like that. And then they don't even want to get the ones from the store anymore, they only want the homegrown blueberries. So that's one of the ways me and Tuck like to try to convert people from people who just buy stuff from the store to people who grow their own food at home. Overall, we had a really fun time. We hope you guys got some value out of this video. We hope that by seeing some of these things, you're encouraged to get your own garden planted. Tuck and James will be back again real soon. We out.